Here at Ted Turner Reserves, we are a hospitality brand that is grounded in conservation with a mission to connect people with nature.
We are a group of individuals who have a passion for nature and sharing that with others. We feel very lucky to be even a small part of the conservation legacy that Ted has set before us. Everything that we do, whether that's guest service, hospitality, food and beverage, we get to share the story of what Ted has done through talking about the land and the history of who has been on this land before us.
So I had this notion in my head that private lands were of critical importance to endangered species. Ted had the same idea. And once we met each other, found this tremendous common ground that was based on the notion of the power of private lands to serve as beachheads of security for imperiled species, to make clear that we had stories, inspiring stories that would illustrate beyond doubt that private lands can matter for endangered species. And we've been doing it now for almost 20 years, and we have success story after success story after success story dealing with some of the most controversial species. And we're talking about species that have called Earth home for millions of years. If we can find just a few people that are willing to do half of what Ted has done, we will have made yet another contribution to arresting the extinction crisis, which is truly profound. If we can play a useful role, count us in.
The reason that we're here is to protect and preserve land. We simply use hospitality as a tool to help us do that. Someone can be really passionate about hospitality and that would make them a great employee. To be part of the Ted Turner Reserves team, it takes a little bit more. It takes passion about taking care of people and a love of service and sharing magical experiences with the real reason that we're here, to make our planet a better place.
One time I asked Ted, well actually what I did was I was thanking Ted for the opportunity to work for him. And he reminded me that I'm not just working for him, I'm working with him. That meant a lot to me. So I think that's what we need to remember, is that we're working with Ted on this project.
Working at Ted Turner Reserves has been an adventure. You have that Wild West experience and you have this national park basically that you get to explore all to yourself. Everyone out here knows so much about the land and the wildlife, and they've taught me a lot about that too. We got a few of us together after work one day and we went to watch the sunset at Castle Rock, and we had the bison surrounding us, and that was a really cool experience. It's gone beyond my expectations, and I hope I get to come back next year.
We're all buying into the whole philosophy that Ted put forth, and we carry that forward. And I think it's something that is unique, not only to New Mexico, but to the whole world.